Hello.
We are now. We are live now.
Hello, everyone. Oh, no, that's us. I was going to say there's a Facebook person, but
That's us. Yep.
yeah, I don't see any Facebook.
Not
Only
yet.
us.
It'll take just a second.
I got to move up so I can see.
So you can see. Let's get
I got
this.
glasses on my head.
Oh,
Let me
good.
see if I can read.
Can you read
Nope.
now? Still can't read it?
Nope.
Too far away?
It's just blurry. It's
Oh,
not for
okay.
computer.
I got you. I got you. Well, hello, everybody. Hope y'all having a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. It looks like we're back on track with the weather kind of canceled our live stream yesterday, not yesterday, last week. And so we are back. And
So we hadn't done a live since New Year's, except for it at Tracy's, and that was not New Year's yet.
that's right. We haven't done a live since then, have we?
Nope.
Huh.
So Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
We're
That's right.
I don't even know what the day is. We're 10 days in.
Ooh.
10
Wow.
days in.
10 days in. Wow.
Y'all wouldn't have wanted us to do a live last Tuesday.
No, you probably couldn't hear. It was raining so hard, and we were watching the weather. We have the weather channel going and kind of on our P's and Q's when it's got bad weather coming. So, yeah, it wouldn't have been a good idea to live stream that day at
No,
all.
if I remember correctly, the rain kind of went away a little bit after we would have live streamed
Mm-hmm.
around 5:30 or 6.
Yeah.
But then another round came during the night, and that was worse than what we had during the day.
It was that rain wise was, but I think the wind and stuff was worse that afternoon.
Well, inside the house in the bed, it sounded worse during the night.
Yeah, but maybe you're right. But there wasn't any tornadoes during that last later one.
No.
But there was tornadoes during the daytime one.
You're right.
But we're all good. We're all good here on the farm. It has been beautiful weather, and after that, pretty much
after that, it's been
spring-like.
What day did it rain that I cleaned out the garage?
Oh gosh, I don't know what day it was.
Was it day before yesterday? Remember?
Yeah, it was.
It rained that day, but it wasn't anything that these folks couldn't handle.
That's right.
And we did not have to use our safe room.
Have not used it yet since we've been here. Knock on wood.
Our storm shelter / safe room has been not used.
Thank goodness.
But you know what? I am very thankful to know it's there.
Yeah.
Because all we have to do is step out the door into another door, and we're in our.
Yeah, it won't take 2 seconds to get over there.
Everything was on standby. Mm-hmm. Mary Carl had the ability to scoop her birds up in a mere second, we had dogs on.
We were prepared.
We were.
We were prepared, which we're kind of used to it. I guess us living like tornadoes is like the northern people, not worried about. Not saying not worried about, but more prepared when they got 6 to 12 inches of snow. It's nothing to them. You know. So so we're kind of used to it.
Yeah, thankful it didn't get bad here. It did in some areas.
Yeah, it did.
I mean, it was like we were watching one of our local weather channels. And they were like, "Okay, now there's a tornado warning here," and just
respect
all around.
The polygon. Yeah. Respect the polygon.
Please do. Please do.
Speaking of spring-like weather, I want to say this: if you're in Zone 8, which is us, we're in Zone 8. Now that it's now time, you got now and a couple of weeks on to start broccoli, collards, cauliflower, kale
for like a second crop for us.
Springtime.
Well, for us, it would be a second crop.
Yeah, but it's time for you, so you can do those for springtime before the hot summer hits. So you can start your seeds now for that, for springtime planting. Before the hot summers hits, when you start your tomatoes and all those hot weather plants. But you can start those now if you're in Zone 8 or 9 or 10 or whatever. But I know Zone 8. I don't know 7, 6. I don't know any of the other zones. But
I should have came and got you earlier.
Why?
And you may already know this.
What's that?
Okay, so the fig cuttings that are in the garage?
Yeah.
Have you looked at them today?
Uh-uh.
They got little green coming off of them.
Yes.
I meant to come and get you, but I think
that's good.
You and Mary Carl were elsewhere, and it slipped my memory before. If I don't do something like right when it's happening, then I forget. But I
peeked at them this morning. I probably need to go water them this evening. Make sure.
Well, they look fairly damp. But
I moved them in the garage, and I didn't show me putting them in the garage in that video, but I talked about in that last video that we're going to put them in the garage, and I actually got them on a heat mat, but I need to go get the thermostat for the heat mat. I don't think it's getting quite hot enough.
Wow.
But that's awesome.
They say they are.
That's awesome. That's what I want.
They weren't all, green, but I was like floored because I was just in there yesterday and there wasn't any green.
Okay, good. That's a good sign. And there's not even roots on them yet. Shouldn't be. If it is, they'll be itty bitty bitty.
So thank you to the Texas boys for the fig cuttings that we can't get
fig cuttings
here.
So some awesome rare figs, and then the mulberry cuttings and the white peach. The Texas white cling-free white peach. And I read what cling-free was, and I can't remember now.
You have to share that when you remember.
Maybe don't have, I guess nectarines are like peaches without the fuzz. So I don't think that's it, but I'll figure that out. Speaking of seeds and seed starting, I want to give a shout out and a huge thank you to the COG squad out there.
Okay. What'd they do?
So I showed the video because it was raining one day, and me and Holly were organizing seeds.
I think that was that Tuesday that it was storming.
Maybe so. We were organizing seeds. Matter of fact, Holly was wore out and she fell asleep.
She's wore out right now.
Yeah, she's wore out right now. She's right here dead asleep, and
we don't say her name.
Is over there dead asleep.
This fuzzy Pomeranian.
Little G. And Arlo was up here, but
he went down.
Arlo's the most independent dog I think I've ever owned.
Okay, don't forget about seeds.
Seeds. So you guys, I made the video of us organizing seeds, and I showed y'all this case that I think it's used for pictures and scrapbooking, and I think it's for anything, but they're becoming really popular for seeds. And so I bought some, and I just bought them off Amazon because we're in a little rural country town. There's nothing.
There's no big stores around us.
So I just bought it off Amazon, and I showed you guys, and a lot of y'all, I bet I got 50 emails. Not including messages. Jason, you got to check out Michael's. And so you and Mary Carl actually went to the big city.
And I'm trying to remember why.
There was a reason why, but I can't remember.
There was a reason. We just don't go to the big city for nothing. It wasn't a shopping trip, I can tell you that.
There was a reason why. What was it?
Oh, we had to get something, and we drove the truck. Feed.
There was some feed. You need to go get some feed.
Yeah.
And so I said, stop by Michael's. And Mary Carl knew what to look for too. I said, see if they got these cases and see if they're any cheaper. And look what my lovely ladies of Cog Hill brought me. Look at this. And they are cheaper. This was at Michael's, and they were $14.99.
But
each.
That was a sale. The regular price said $41.99. And you know what I told Mary Carl?
Yeah.
Okay, so you told Mary Carl when you were giving her the information about she knew what to get, but you told her to get 6 of them.
I did.
So I get in the store, and I said, Mary Carl said, I put 4 in the buggy. And Mary Carl said, Mama, he said 6.
I did say 6.
So I sent you a text, and you said, just get 4.
Just get 4.
Got back in the car. Mary Carl and I carrying on conversation. I said, you know what's going to happen. What's going to happen.
I'm going to need 2 more, and they're going to be 40 something.
Exactly.
But the ones I bought off Amazon were $24.99.
That's still a lot more. That's $10 more.
But I started putting seeds in there, and right now 4 should be fine.
Well, I sure told her. I said, you know what's going to happen is he's going to want us to go back and get some more.
Yeah.
And they're not going to be on sale anymore. And I'm going to make 40 trips.
Yeah. No, it won't be that bad.
I think they'll ship them too.
But thank you guys so much for that, because that is that's $10 a pop cheaper.
And we bought 4.
So that's $40.
And you bought how many of them?
I bought 2 for 40. I think it was either 42 or there was 20 something dollars a piece. So it ended up being around $10 cheaper.
Well, I'm just glad you didn't buy 6 from Amazon, because that would have been $60.
I know it. Me too.
So
me too. But I wanted to tell everybody thank you for letting me know that.
It's almost like that our followers were a step ahead of you.
They are.
But a lot of them were using them for other things, such as pictures or scrapbooking. And I was thinking when I was reading comments, I didn't know about your boxes because I didn't really look at them.
Right.
But I was thinking,
you don't watch the videos.
You're not supposed to say that.
Brooke's in them. Brooke don't
watch them.
Brooke, you don't watch much anything.
I don't.
Yeah.
So I was thinking that I should go through all the Snyder family pictures that are stored away in a big cardboard box.
Brooke, that would be so much better to do it in these.
And that I could get some of those.
Versus a cardboard box.
But you know what?
What?
I thought, when am I going to have time to sit down and go through all those pictures?
When it rains.
Well, when it rains. But I mean, if I get them, then I'm going to forget about them.
That's true.
And it's going to rain and I'll be like, I got to go do this.
You know what's going to happen? If you were to get some of these for
your pictures. I have to do it right then.
If you got some of these for your pictures and a month or so passes on by and you ain't used them yet, you're going to go down there to get them and they're going to have zinnia seeds in them.
That's probably... Or bird feathers, one of the two.
Or bird feathers. Yeah, one of the two.
So I've been cleaning out.
Sewing stuff.
Been cleaning out the garage. On a rainy day, like I don't know. One day it rained. And Mary Carl does not know what to do with all of her stuff. It's mostly her stuff that's left in the garage.
It is.
And when we packed away, she was a little girl. Yes. And when we got unpacked, she was a big girl.
She's grown 6 foot.
6 foot in 1 year. 1 year and...
I mean, she's tall.
1 year and 3 months, 15 months.
She's tall.
So I told her that I would help her.
Yeah.
I would help her. Well, I think that she really doesn't even want to see it.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, she did go through a lot of it.
She did a lot of it.
And she did get rid of a lot of stuff that she's kind of outgrown and that kind of stuff. But she had a few boxes there that she just didn't know what to do with.
She didn't know what to do with it. And she told us she didn't know what to do with it. And I said, I will help you. So she went out there with me. And it was literally me taking it and say, what about this? What about this? What about this? And it wasn't that she didn't want to look at it. It was, I wanted her to tell me if it stays or goes, goes. There were jars after jars after jars of feathers. And
did she keep the feathers?
Some of them.
Okay.
Some of them have to come to the attic.
It's okay. We got 2 big attics.
So I've got those boxes left in the garage, but they were labeled. They were labeled parakeets from the feed store. Wild birds. I mean, it was, and she knew. I'm sure she remembers putting them in there.
Oh, you better believe she does.
And I knew better than part with something that she knew what it was, because you cannot do that as a parent, because they're going to want to know where that is, whether they be 25 or 2.
Yeah.
You better save it.
You better save it.
So we saved more than we tossed.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We got big attics.
Thankful for
attic space. And probably a couple years from now, we'll go through the attic and she may decide to
part with
some stuff.
But I can tell you this.
What's that?
It won't be because we're moving. It won't be because we're moving.
Oh,
so Mama came out to the garage while I was going through some of our stuff. And she said, Brooke, I can't believe we ever got moved. And I said, I can't either, because looking back on it, we must have lost our minds. We had lived in the same place for 17
years.
And those 17 years of my life were my most clutter-filled moments of my life.
Yeah.
I did a lot of thrift shopping, a whole lot of thrift shopping. And a good buy is not to be passed.
Yeah.
And it got, a lot of it got
Do you know who likes thrift shopping?
I know now, but used to be when I took that person in a thrift store. Can we go? Can we go? But she got it legitimate. She got it, honestly, And
Yeah,
that's
because we
Mary
both
Carl.
like thrifting.
Who, you and me?
Yeah, we both do.
Oh my gosh, y'all. I just from the time I turned 18 until we moved, I was a thrift store mama.
We
Well,
went.
no, I
Well, we
wasn't.
went yesterday because Mary Carl wanted to go,
Yeah, Mary Carl wanted to go.
and I ran across something that I took a picture because I sent it to a couple of buddies of mine because I knew they would get it.
But
I
used to when I went,
I may have deleted it.
I would have to. Well, I didn't have to. It was more convenient for me if I Mary Carl was at school, or if she was at dance, if she was at something besides being with me. Because if she was with me, I didn't have a enjoyable shopping experience.
Yeah. Yep.
But now it's just the opposite.
She likes going.
It's almost like I'm the one that's ready to go
in the thrift store
because I know I'm not ever going to be a hoarder like I was once. I'm not doing that anymore, just in case we were to have to move.
Well, we were at the thrift store yesterday. We went to.
I saw that, and I wasn't even with you.
There was an electronic section.
So organized.
It was organized, and there was a lot of older electronic stuff there. And I've talked about this before. It's been a long time ago, but I used to make movies with our old VCR camera, which was huge. You went on you know what I'm talking about? And they had one, y'all, at the thrift store. Look.
I don't know if you can see it.
Look at that. So they had one, and
hold it up there longer.
And I'm almost positive it's
want me to hold
just
it?
like the one that we used to have. And I could not believe it. And
meaning you and your parents.
My parents.
Because this was before.
Oh yeah. I was young, and
we're not that old yet.
And gosh, it just brought back so many memories. And a buddy of mine that Lee Bender, I don't know if he watches these or not, but me and Lee used to make some movies, or he had made some movies with me.
Did you send that to Lee?
I sent the picture to Lee. I need to go check my message and see if he saw it. I don't know if he saw it or not, but it was I told him I was this close to buying it. I love that thing. Oh my, I think without that I wouldn't be doing this.
You're probably right.
I really don't think I would.
You're probably right, because it's almost like everything you do starts from something.
Yeah.
And I don't know where my thrift store habit started from, but I was obsessed.
Yeah, you used to go to the thrift store a lot.
They had, when they were on Water Avenue in Selma, when I was, 18, 19, 20, whatever, they opened at 2:00 and they closed at 12, and the truck came. And so when they closed at 12, the truck would be there. They'd unload the truck, put all the stuff out, and open the doors back up at 2:00. But at 2:00, it was like they shouldn't have done this, because it really wasn't even safe.
Yeah.
It was like the bull running.
It was like one of those Black Friday sales. You see where everybody just...
Every Friday was a Black Friday. Every Friday.
That's funny.
Because it was every Friday at 2:00.
Yeah.
And people would literally knock each other down.
That's crazy.
And my mind wanted to run with the bulls.
That's crazy.
But I contained myself, because I said, those people need that stuff more than you do.
Yeah.
So I let the bulls run first, and I carried on like a little heifer in the back, but I still got a lot of good stuff.
Oh, me. Is that your dinner?
That's my dinner.
Is it ready?
Well, it may be, but it's okay.
It's okay. Okay. Her crock pot's going off.
No, my Instapot.
Holly's going to knock her light over here. Holly's been running all day long, and she is wore out. She's dead asleep right here.
But here's the deal. Is this one hasn't done one thing.
And she's dead asleep over there.
She's dead asleep over here. Look at her. Yawning.
Oh, Holly, she is fit over here like a glove, has she not?
Has she not? Yes, she has. And you know what you told me the other day?
What?
And I even told Mary Carl, because it was so fitting that you said this.
Uh-huh.
So I'm the one that found the post for Holly.
You're the one that found the post for Holly.
Well, I mean, we're all animal lovers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for any of us to say we didn't actually want the dog would be we'd be lying because we welcome anything with open arms that breathes and needs a home.
Right.
I didn't say that. But this post just grabbed me.
Yeah.
Her needing a home. The lady wasn't doing well with her health.
Mm-hmm.
So after sleeping on it, the lady responded that if we were interested in her, she would not respond to anybody else.
Right.
So you had slept on it and you had decided that it might not be such a good idea.
I did.
Because we just moved into our new house,
Mm-hmm.
Arlo and Gidget and Dixie are inside dogs and wouldn't want to upset any of that,
Right.
So
Plus I told you I had the vision of them being just slap crazy.
We're all,
when you hear their high energy. When I hear a dog is high energy, I think crazy.
Yes, definitely. So I said, okay, well, let's just go look.
Yeah.
So we all three get in the car. We go look at Holly. It wasn't what we expected at all, even from first meeting her.
Yeah.
Because she was bound by a leash,
mm-hmm.
but she wasn't jumping all over us and acting foolish.
Right.
Which we expected.
Yeah.
So we decided that it would be okay if we brought Holly home with us.
Yeah.
We all three played with her. We all three threw toys. We all three exerted our own energy towards her and showing that we all loved her. But she didn't pick all three of us. She picked one person, and that one person was Jason. It was Jason. And we all invited her to be our dog, our number one.
And plus, we didn't know she was going to do that either.
Well, we didn't know. We didn't know
she was going to be like
a family dog.
Like a regular,
family dog.
Yeah.
Because it even Jason gave us a warning on the way home. Now, look, y'all, if one of us gets sick or something happens, we all have to pitch in and help with taking her outside, and expelling her energy. That ain't going to happen. If you're sick in the bed with the flu and Holly has to go out, she ain't going to let me take her.
Yeah.
She is your dog. But that brings me to the main point.
What was the?
Thank God she didn't pick me. And I don't mean that ugly. I mean that this little one of mine would not have it. If Holly gets near me, she growls and she shows her teeth.
She does.
And I am not to say I don't work hard and I'm not outside all the time. I'm outside and I'm on the tractor. Well, a tractor and a dog that's attached to your hip is not a good thing. I'm outside, but I'm inside doing things with chickens and whatnot. She couldn't do that. So you're outside, but you're mostly in the wide open.
Yeah,
you're gardening.
True. Yeah,
you're physically busy, but you're doing things that she can be beside you.
Well, what I told you is why did she pick me? That was the thing. Why? It could have been you or me or Carl.
Yes, definitely.
And we found out that this, the breed of dog that they kind of latch on to one person.
Right.
And
we didn't know that.
And if I would have read that, I still wouldn't have thought it would have been like this.
Yes.
This what we've experienced with
y'all. If Jason walks out the door, she is standing at the window trying to see where did he go, and he better come back and get me.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's that kind of.
It is. It's 24/7.
And lo and behold, had he had to leave in the morning and go to a job.
Oh, goodness.
It would be heartbreaking for her because she's so in love with you. I am too. But she asked me if we could love you together.
Right.
And I agreed.
Yeah. I've never seen a dog like it. Never.
It's just amazing to me that.
Never seen a dog like that before. Now, like I said earlier, Arlo is so independent.
He is. He's such a, for lack of other way to describe it, he's a weirdo. He's unlike any dog we've ever owned.
He's kind of the opposite of Holly. He don't care if he's. I say that, but
Mary Carl can go outside and he's with her. My mama can come over and he's with her. He's just not attached to any one person. And I guess that's what we mean.
Well, independent wise, and I could take Arlo outside, and the other day, it was perfect because it was right in the video when it happened. So I took Arlo and Holly outside, and we went and checked the game camera. And we came back in, and about 15, 20 minutes later, we are going to go outside and do something else. I still had Arlo's bell on his neck. He didn't want to go outside.
He didn't want to go.
He was done.
He was done.
I don't want to go outside.
I do not want to go. I mean, we Arlo, do you want to go out? And he was like,
I don't want to go outside. And also, I could come in here. I could go downstairs, and Arlo could run up to me and want me to pet him and pick him up. And the next 3 times I go downstairs, he just look at me.
So and he's not jealous at all.
He's not not jealous at all.
He shows no form of jealousy whatsoever, which we knew that before Holly came.
Right.
Because I mean, he's independent.
He's so independent.
Now Gidget's
he
not.
Really is.
Gidget depends on me.
Gidget's you.
Let me tell y'all.
Yeah.
So one day that it rained and I was in the garage, it was raining, and I did not know this. My poor little dog laid on a bed.
Yes.
It's those elevated cots.
It wasn't raining hard though.
No.
It was just a misty rain.
I wouldn't have wanted to lay out in it.
No.
She laid out on that bed waiting for me to come out of the garage.
Yeah.
And I couldn't have let her in the garage anyway because Tucker was in the garage.
Tucker and your mom's cats go in there.
Yeah.
And then
there's two cockatiels.
And I think Mary Carl has got a pigeon she's nursing.
Yeah, that's sick that she's trying to get separated. So she couldn't go in there with me. But y'all, the fact that she sat out there in the mist and rain and waited on me just broke my heart. I felt so bad. I needed a bajorn.
I told you need to get your little puppy bajorn.
But my neck would have not liked it. I could not have held a puffy dog and did my work.
So. I about need a bajorn for Holly.
I don't think so. She would wear it.
She would be content as she could be.
Holly.
I ain't never seen nothing like it.
Holly's a special one.
She is very special.
And I don't know if they're all like that, but
I think so. From all the tremendous of, I mean, I bet we've got so much love because we got Holly, but with so many just awesome emails from Australian Shepherd owners or dogs like her, the Shepherd family, like Border Collies and Australian Shepherds. A lot of people have reached out to us and said, they tend to like one person.
As a matter of fact, when we went to the vet to take Holly for her first visit, the
receptionist.
Yeah, I guess that's what you'd call her. The receptionist had 3.
She did.
3 Australian Shepherds, and she said that Holly reminded her so much of one of hers, and that she would never own another breed of dog because she loves her so much. The girl couldn't have been a drop past 20.
Yeah.
But, I mean, she was. Yeah. But she had found her breed, and I feel like that's the same with you. If they're all, in fact, like Holly, then that is something that will be in our family for...
Yeah.
And I feel that way about a Pomeranian. Sorry.
Oh, Pomeranian. Oh, my goodness. God, I just thought of something to say. I can't remember. No. That was fine.
Something about taking Holly to the vet.
I need my pad over here, and I forgot it. And I usually write it down.
Well, there's a stack of paper right there. And there's a notebook.
Now. It's gone now. It's gone.
Went over the...
It's gone. It's absolutely gone. So, I know what it was.
What?
I know what it was.
What?
I got an announcement.
What?
Guess what, y'all? I think it was yesterday. Today's Tuesday. I think it was yesterday. I ordered a bunch of parts for the 1969 Ford F-100 farm truck.
Yes.
For my main man, Donnie. He gave me a list of parts. And I don't know if we talked about this yet or not. Anyways, Donnie went through all the trouble. He found he works on these old cars, so he knows all about them. And
y'all, he's 16 years old.
16 years old. It just blows my mind.
Is that right? He's 16.
Blows my mind. So he sent me a list of parts from these several web. He made a wish list, is what he did. He actually made a wish list, and he sent me over the wish list of parts that I needed for the engine. And so he said, I want to get the engine going first. We want to get the engine going first on it. It did crank, the truck cranked, but hasn't been, worked on it just needs to be overhauled. And so he sent me a list of parts, and I ordered them
and had them delivered to him.
And a mess of them made it yesterday. And then another of them, I think, is coming today or tomorrow. And there was one item on back order, which I think was the oil pan. So that is super exciting news that Donnie's gonna start working on it, and he's gonna video some of it, and I'm going to eventually do like a video of the whole farm truck build and everything. Just I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet, but as long as I got the footage of it, I can figure it out. Well, I'm excited about the farm truck.
I can tell.
I'm so excited about the farm truck.
I can tell that you are. I'm excited about it too.
Yeah.
It's great to be able to have the parts delivered to him because he's a little, well, it's almost an hour,
about an hour away from
here.
Us, yep.
And every time something come in, for us to drive over there and give it to him would be, that'd be kind of hectic.
It would be. That's 2 hours without, I'm gonna get over there. I'm gonna stay over there
and we don't have time to brush our hair in the morning.
We don't.
So, it works out well to have figured out a system where we can have them delivered to them and him work on them and record a little bit for you. And I'm ready for it to be here.
I know. I'm so excited about it. So
well, good thing our trailer, our 20
is a call hauler. I'm a wordsmith.
So the first that leads me to this thought. The first trailer that I bought, and y'all may not remember this because I just about forgot about it, was when we bought our tractor.
Mm-hmm.
So we were going to be driving the tractor from this farm to the old farm.
Right.
Because we had to have a tractor here.
Right.
And then we needed, something a little bit bigger to do some things at our old farm. And we didn't want to leave the tractor here while we weren't living here.
Right.
So I found a good deal on a brand new trailer up in the northern part of the state.
Right.
And I bought it. It had a wood bottom, but it was not a car hauler. It was just a utility trailer with what was that part called on the back? You don't know.
I don't know. The gate?
No.
The ramps?
No.
Oh.
It went like this and then it was a little bit down like that. I don't know what it's called. Okay. But anyway, so I bought the trailer, didn't know what tractor we were buying, but knew that this trailer would haul it. So I get over to the gentleman that had the tractor for sale. It was like new.
Oh, yeah.
It was like new.
Yeah.
And I get over there and I pull up with this brand new trailer that I bought to haul the tractor on. And I said, Jason was sick.
That's right.
So he didn't go with me.
Mm-hmm.
So I pull up and Mary Carl said, Mama, that's not going to fit on the trailer. And I said, baby, I think you're right. So I asked the gentleman, I said, do you think it's going to fit on the trailer? And he said, we're going to try it. And I thought, oh my gracious, I sure don't want to hear we're going to try it when this is a brand new trailer. But the thing is it was not a car hauler. It had sides on it. It was like a utility trailer.
You're right.
But it had dual axles, so it would hold the weight, but it wasn't meant to haul something like
a tractor.
Like I should have bought to begin with.
But we didn't know.
Yeah. So it gets on there, and the man had to do some finagling to get the tractor to fit.
But it barely got on there.
I'm talking about...
Like you couldn't have slid a piece of paper between
Like I said, I could not haul it any further than his house to my house because that wasn't going to work. And lo and behold, I was able to thankfully sell that trailer because I made a big mistake. I bought the wrong trailer. I thought it was going to be plenty big to haul that tractor back and forth, and I sold it to an individual, and the gentleman I bought the trailer from had access to a car hauler, and I'm so thankful I did because that's how we're going to get this truck. Not that it won't drive an hour, but that's how I plan to go get this farm truck.
There it is, y'all. Look at there.
Turn it sideways and see if it's not bigger.
Like this?
Yeah.
Oh, it is bigger, isn't it?
I'm a technology.
Now she don't she
you
needs
don't
a little.
leave it up long enough.
She needs a little work. We know that.
And it's not going to have the camper shell on it because they are taking the camper shell off.
They're going to take the camper shell off, and the brown paint. I got some paint removed. The blue paint is the original paint, so it's a lacquer. And the brown paint, I got some remover that will take the brown paint off and leave the blue paint, because the brown paint's going to be an enamel. The old paint was like a lacquer.
Okay, so you're showing it to the people,
but
then you turn around and you look at it because you need to see it too.
Oh, no, I like it.
That was my point.
I like it.
Is you like to look at it.
I love it. So, and we're not going, I'm not going to paint it. I'm just going to put a clear coat over it because I want to leave it that old patina. Old patina farm truck. I just want it to look like an old farm truck. And I think we've talked about it. But I'm going to get somebody to make me a logo. I want my logo to look old too, to match the truck.
We decided John Bryan.
I think so.
Could do that.
I think so.
But yeah, I'm excited about the farm truck. But speaking of logos, you know, I'm gonna wear a shirt with that truck on it.
Ooh, I'm thinking, you know, the truck, and maybe have some flowers, like a flower truck.
Truck.
Wouldn't it be cool for me riding the Pedals from the Past with some flower haul or the Peach Park or wherever?
You're missing this.
Okay, go ahead.
It needs to have no, you didn't interrupt me. But this is what we're gonna have abundance of.
What's that?
Eggs. It's gonna have eggs coming out the back of it.
Hey, it's as much eggs are now, it'd be worth it.
Yes.
My gracious, y'all, it's crazy.
So speaking of shirts, I'm
Ooh.
gonna have a shirt with the truck on it. But before that, there's no way we can put out the shirt with the truck on it without the truck.
That's right.
So that's gonna be a little ways down the line.
That's correct.
But here in the near future, and this is gonna put it hot on his to-do list.
Yes.
Make it bigger. There you go. Our 13-year-old artistic daughter who is never happy with her artwork.
Yeah.
And I don't know that any artist is ever happy with their artwork.
You always feel like you can do better.
You always feel like you can do better. This one, our artist daughter was satisfied. She was happy with her work. And I don't know what that means, but Mary Carl has designed a shirt.
Yes.
And it has two of our favorite birds right now on this farm.
Yeah.
The Victoria crowned pigeons.
That's correct.
So Jason's going to show you the drawing. It is not available yet. But this is going to put a fire up under him to get it on.
But this is designed by Mary Carl. So here is Mary Carl's drawings of the Victoria Crown pigeons, and we're going to turn this into a t-shirt.
And I think she did a phenomenal job. I mean, I'm just flabbergasted because it went away.
Oh, yeah, it's unreal. I was shocked too.
She doesn't have the bands on the legs.
She put the bands on the legs. I mean, everything's so detailed. She wasn't finished. I called her still working on it on this one, so it's even better than this.
It is even. And that's why I said, didn't she put the band on it? Because I don't see it in that.
Yeah, I think she did some more shading too.
Y'all, it is awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna wear this every day. I'm gonna order 4 of them so I can wear it every day.
Right.
I'll wear it twice, but I know she's proud of it.
She was proud of it.
And she's not very often proud of her artwork, but it's beautiful. So we'll let y'all know when those are available.
Yes.
I'll wear it on the podcast as soon as
she told me, she said, Daddy, I even did it with a transparent background too, which is good.
She spent a lot of time on it, and
she wanted to send it to my phone, but I told her no, I want you to send it to my laptop. Yes. So I may get her to do that for me today because she did it on her iPad. She's got like a drawing program that she does, which I don't know how she does it because, drawing with pen and paper is hard enough. I don't know how you do it that way, but
she's very.
I don't know how you shade and how you make the colors blend.
And
it's just amazing.
I sat down with her one night. You were editing a video and she was drawing. And so, I was doing something else, but I'm sitting there and I'm watching her every now and then out of the corner of my eye. And it was so crazy to me how she knows how to do all that stuff.
It is.
And it was just like this.
It is.
And then she'd tell me, Mama, guess how many
brush strokes.
Guess how many brush strokes this is? And I would say, I don't have any idea. It'd be like 20,000 something brush strokes in the picture that she was drawing. So,
and she said it took over 2 hours.
It did. It took her over 2 hours. And I think that was while she was working. So it's more than that.
And that was before she even got finished. So I don't know how long it took her. How long eventually
and that's
took her
not 2 hours from sitting down right now. That is her
2 hours total work time.
Because she can pinpoint how many strokes she's done and all that good stuff. Anyway,
I gotta show them this thing.
Show them. Oh, get my foot out of the way.
I mean, y'all, she plays hard.
Well, we're not talking about Mary Carl anymore.
No, we're not talking about Mary Carl anymore. Just, I get so tickled. Look, that's right now.
That's Holly.
Right now, she plays hard,
and
she goes hard in the paint.
And when she gets like that, you can just about touch her, and she does not move.
She don't move.
But if you go out of here, she'll move.
Yeah, she will move.
She will come down those stairs with a quick, fast, in a hurry.
She will.
But speaking of the Victorian crown pigeons, no egg.
No egg.
No egg yet.
Still building on the nest.
Gonna have a video on Thursday.
Yep. And I want to say that.
What?
We officially got your schedule and your videos. Say that. No, I am going to say it because that way I'll stick to it. Your videos will be on Thursday. Yeah. So that gives you guys, and you can go back to your Victoria Crown pigeons. Don't forget.
Well, I don't have anything else to say about them except for there's no eggs.
So we got a video. Our videos come out the main channel, or if you're on Facebook, it don't matter. They go, but our videos come out on Monday, live on Tuesday, another video on Wednesday, your video on Thursday, and then our main channel video on Friday. So that's 5 days a week.
But we don't sit down on Saturday and Sunday.
No.
We don't sit down.
And I've been trying to do some reels again. I enjoy doing reels. I just had I get a writer's block.
Here lately, I told you one day you came in and I was writing something down and you said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I got ideas for videos."
Write it down. I done got now if I have one, because what happened is you get an idea for a video and then 4 hours from now it's gone. So I got now where I tell,
don't even say her name.
Siri, not Siri.
Your ideas. I don't know how to work her, so
I just say, "Hey," her name, and I say, "Make me a note," and I say that video idea because it'll go.
Well, this is what'll happen to me. I don't ever know how to retrieve it. Once I tell her, where does it go?
To your notes.
Oh.
Yeah. So
it goes to your notes
automatically goes to your notes.
Well, I taught you something not too long ago about your notes, that you can save a picture in your notes.
You did tell me that.
And add a caption to it.
Yeah, I had no idea.
That's the only thing I know how to do, though.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I know.
But your Victoria Crown pigeons that haven't laid an egg.
And she had me messed up yesterday because,
she had you fooled.
It was to the point where Jason was like, "Do I need to live stream it? And I was like, "No, because there's nothing happening, but she's just sitting here." And I talked about it in the video, so it'll come out on Thursday.
Okay.
But there's not an egg, and that's okay.
Yes.
Because it's gonna come. She's gonna lay an egg.
They're working too hard not to.
They're working too hard. And I talked to the lady that the pigeons initially were from. Right, I don't know how you say that. The original owner of the pigeons. I still talk.
Just ask the word Smith.
I still talk to Miss Chris, and I couldn't remember what happened. When the birds were with her. But I do know that she never hatched a chick. And so I asked her, I said, "Well, what happened?" Because I knew they built a nest at her place. And she said, "Okay, so they built a nest. She laid an egg, but she never would stay on it."
And don't they rotate too, don't they? Take turns.
Yeah, they take turns.
So it's both of them.
Yeah, okay. It's a 2-part deal. So if one of them's not ready to be a parent, then they're not gonna. You
may want to go down there and talk to them about that.
I have talked.
You have talked to them?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a speaker that I talk to them on.
You can talk to them on the.
I can
on the video.
Yes.
Speaking of, we actually got 2 cameras in there. One of them I can't live stream, and
that's the
battery's
original.
Almost dead in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I need to get it. Well, next time you go in there, just get it. It's got a little screw that you unscrew and take it down, and we'll charge it up because it lasts a long time.
Yeah, that's been a long time. I look at the camera before I go in
Uh-huh.
because I don't go in.
If she's
I mean,
sitting
I
there.
have to go in there every single day
Right.
because you have to fill up their water and you have to
Right,
fill up
right.
their feed, and they're used to me. It's
Right.
not like I'm some, random coming in there spying on them. They're used to me coming in,
Mm-hmm.
but I do look at the camera before I go in and make sure they're not on the nest because I don't want to, deter any activity.
Right.
If they're on the nest or he's on the nest, she's on the nest, then I just check it again and come back later.
Mm-hmm.
But when they're sitting on the egg, I'll have to go in.
You have to go in.
I'll have to go in. But I don't think she's going to get up or he's going to get up.
Either. I don't think so either. If we need to, we can kind of move their food and water towards closer to the door.
No, they're used to me going in.
Okay. And they don't freak out.
No,
Yeah,
not at all.
Yeah, they're not. They don't go all crazy.
It's not like it's something they're not used to. They
Yeah.
know that somebody's coming in there.
Yeah,
they know that.
Right.
It's still staying really warm in there. The other night, I did not cut the heater on because the temperatures weren't going to be low enough. And the next morning, when I went in to check on them, it was pretty chilly outside. I was so surprised that without the heat having been on, it was very, very comfortable. Very comfortable.
Good.
So, I have no doubt that they are thinking that it's definitely springtime, and it's not.
It's warm in there.
It's comfortable.
It is comfortable in there. It really
is comfortable. So
it really is.
Yes, of course, I'm looking forward to an egg, and I'm looking forward to seeing them both take turns sitting.
That's gonna be awesome.
If she had, Mary Carl asked me last night. She said, "Brooke, Mama," she didn't say Brooke. She said, "Mama, what are you gonna do if she lays an egg?" And I said, "The world's gonna know." Because I'm so excited about this.
Yep.
I can't wait for that egg.
Yep.
30 days to hatch. They lay one egg. She lays one egg. Some people were saying that they saw where they laid 2 eggs, and I have never read.
But you did a little research on that.
They would only lay a second egg if something happened to the first one.
Right. So
something happened to that first one. Yes, she's so wanting to be a mother that she would lay a second egg.
Right.
But yeah, she's gonna hatch one chick. She's not gonna hatch.
Well, here's the deal. If for some reason she did not sit on the egg and you felt like, something ain't right here, we can incubate it.
We can. Yeah. And I think that's where Miss Chris didn't have the ability.
Right.
I don't want to hand raise the thing because I feel like they've gone to this much trouble and it's their baby.
Right.
But if I had to, if something were to happen, then yes, I would.
You could incubate it.
I could incubate it. That's as far as I can go. Mary Carl has to do the feeding because I don't produce crop milk.
That's right. With Mary Carl, we ain't got to worry about that either because Mary Carl can hand raise it. Yeah. And she would love that. Oh my gracious.
But we're not going there.
We're not going there unless we have to. If we have to intervene, we will.
And she did, Mary Carl did tell me, she said, "Mama, now you have to listen to me. Because if that baby's not being fed, you have to trust me."
Oh my gracious.
That I have to take it. And I said, "Mary Carl, we're not even going there. We're not even going there." Because it's a big deal to syringe feed a pigeon.
Oh yeah.
You have to make sure you don't aspirate it.
It's above my head.
She has been to a friend's before, and her show me how to do it.
Yeah, it's above my head.
And she can do it in 2 seconds flat, and it would take me 30 minutes, and I'm still.
And she knows when they need to be fed and when they don't need to be fed, and if they're full and all that kind of good stuff.
You just feel the crowd.
Yeah,
see?
Can't you see it?
It don't need it. If you feed it right now, it'll kill it.
It's crazy. That's what she's something else. She's something else. I saw somebody ask me about the garden, and the the collard greens look awesome.
I saw them from the road this morning.
The collard greens, I'm going to do a little update on it probably in not tomorrow's video, but the next video. And the collard greens look great.
But we don't have to have any collard greens.
No,
because we have freeze-dried collard greens that are awesome.
We do.
But we still need some more.
The broccoli, pretty much the broccoli's gone. Everything. Broccoli, cauliflower, the rutabagas look like they're gone. But the collard greens look amazing. garlic looks amazing. The onions look amazing, and I saw some kohlrabi that may be okay.
Good.
But pretty much everything else is just got wiped out. But there's something else that I want for the garden.
What?
I want to get, and you should be excited about this. But I want to get you a new toy for the garden.
A grapple.
I want to get a turn plow.
Mm.
I want to get a single turn plow for your tractor, because I've realized that how compact our soil is. It's pretty compact, and I've been working it. It's just not going deep enough. And I think I'm going to get a turn plow this year and let you plow over it. And then, it needs to be deep. It's just so I can take
so far you can go with a shovel and.
Oh yeah. Well, I can take I thought about getting a gosh, what's it called?
Middle buster.
No, not a middle. The hand one where you stick in the ground, broad fork.
Oh goodness!
I thought about getting a broad fork, but then I realized that it would just take me forever.
Well, Jason showed me. He said, "I think I'm going to get this for the gardening," and he showed me David the Good doing it.
Yes.
And he was standing on it. He put all his weight on it, and then he pulled it up. Well, this ground here is not like David the Good's ground, I don't think.
He said it was compact, and it would work, but it would be a lot of work. So I did start doing a lot of research on it, and turn plowing is the way to go. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get me a turn plow, and at some point this year, we look for some used ones, but they're kind of hard to find.
I'm still looking, and I'm not giving up yet.
They're still kind of hard to find. Matter of fact, I talked to Granddad about it today. But he said we needed a single one too. Because that's what I told you, we needed a single one. Our tractor's 50 horsepower pretty much, and he said if your ground's that compact, like I thought, that a double one would just be too much.
I see double ones everywhere for sale, but we need a single one.
We need a single one.
Well, I'm glad you told me that, because I've saved a few that were double, thinking my big girl can handle it.
You think that,
yeah,
but that's a lot of pressure, because you're talking about probably going, probably 16 inches so deep.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I had somebody ask me this week from a local farm here in Clanton. I believe it's well, I'm not going to go there, but she asked me about a tiller, and her little tractor was 25 horsepower.
Right.
And I was thinking to myself, my 50 horsepower tractor is using a 6-foot tiller. And not that it puts a toll on it, but you can just tell it's working that PTO.
Yeah, it is.
So without using the PTO, just the pressure of the tractor going down that deep, I can see why it would take a lot of.
And for those that don't know what a turn plow is, it's a plow like you would see, a tractor or a mule pull, whatever. It's going
to be a moody pull.
Moody pull. I wish I could teach him to do it, but I don't think I can. But pretty much it's going to be a single blade, and
goes down deep in the ground.
It's going to go down deep in the ground. It's going to take that soil deep, because it's compact down there, y'all. I can get a piece of rebarb, and I can go about 4 to 6 inches, and that's it. It will not go any further. So it's going to go down through there, and it's going to take that soil at the bottom and flip it over. That's why it's called a turn plow. It's going to turn it up for me.
So does it make a bed?
No, it's not going to make. You could make a furrow with it, but what we're going to do is you're going to go one direction, because you don't want to go over your same spot. You don't want your tire to run over what we just turned over.
Okay.
So.
And then the next year you'd use it in different place?
Yeah, we go in a different place. And eventually what it's going to do is it's going to loosen that
bottom plow?
Bottom plow. That's it.
Same thing?
Single bottom plow. It's not a middle. It's not going to be like a middle buster or a mid plow. I call them turn plows because it turns it over. There's several names for it though. But a single bottom, you got a double bottom, same thing. But that's what we need.
You're not gonna drive my tractor, are you?
No, I'm not gonna drive.
Oh, yay! just clarifying that. So when we get it, I'm gonna lock that thing up.
Yeah.
The bottom plow, I'm gonna lock it up. So that way there's no way that you can.
I can go in there and get it.
You can't hook it up and do it yourself. You have to have You have to have a driver.
Mold buster, that's another name for
Mold buster.
Yeah, there's all they've called, when you search them, they come up all kind of names.
Speaking of mold buster, is it mold or mole?
Mold.
Well, I'm going to talk about moles for a minute.
Okay.
So we did a video during this big long break that we've had about a creature that lives here on Cog Hill Farm.
Still don't know what it is.
I call it the cog creature.
I want to test something tonight. Don't let me forget.
Well, Jason, it's getting close tonight.
No, I'm talking when it gets about 7 o'clock. Don't let me forget. When I go put the Rhode Island Reds
I know
up,
what you want to do.
I'm going to walk in front of that camera and see if anything comes on.
It's going to work because you caught Harley.
That's during the day. But they still have not picked up anything. I just can't believe nothing has walked in front of that camera.
Yeah, that's kind of amazing. Foxy, nothing. Foxy's our dog.
Zero.
You tell me Foxy hadn't went over there?
I don't know. Maybe not, because it's on the very far end of our property.
And she may just be protecting this side.
Who knows? Well, yeah, she probably is, because this is where all the animals and we're over here.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
That kind of
stuff, so she feels like this is where she needs to.
Yeah,
work.
I am going to walk over there in front of it, because the new camera we got gives me an alert. I don't think it's instant. I don't think it's like boom. I think it's like, but anyways, it's supposed to alert me when we get
activity,
a picture or what. I got it set for pictures because the video just takes up so much battery. Yeah, but anyways, I ain't got anything.
So that made me think about it when you said mold buster.
Yeah.
I thought you said mold
buster.
And a lot of people thought after watching that video that we had a mole.
We're pretty sure it's not a mole because it's coming from the top. 100%, whatever it's doing is coming from the top. It's not coming from the bottom.
And we have had moles at our old farm.
Right.
I haven't seen any mole mounds here. Not to say they're not here, because they're here. Yeah. They're here. There's no way they're not. But that's not what we're dealing with over there.
Yeah, because there's no mound and it's coming from the top. So
a lot of people said skunk, and I did not think of skunk.
Me either.
I did not think of skunk.
I hope it's not a skunk.
Well, I don't know. If you trap a skunk, you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
Holly's
dreaming.
Holly's dreaming about skunks. Oh, goodness. Gidget said it's going to make her bark.
Poor thing, boy. She's sleeping hard.
Look at Gidget.
Don't bark,
Gidget's going to growl at her.
Leave her alone.
She said, wake up, girl.
She's trying to sleep.
But we really, I mean, I'm still kind of thinking it's an armadillo.
I'm leaning armadillo. I really am, but I want to catch it first.
I want to. I can't imagine why that many holes that are fresh.
Well, unless, I'm guessing they like to eat grubs.
Yeah.
And that's probably their diet is those white grubs. And we really don't have an issue with them. Now, our other farm, you could dig around and you always find those white grubs.
Well,
but here, we really don't. So I'm wondering if it just rooted around one night and it's like, ain't nothing to eat here. I'm going to go on to Johnny Joe's right down the road. He's got plenty of white grubs.
Come here, Lolo. At our old farm, we had a lot of trees that had been, destroyed. And we had the stumps ground.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where, oh, goodness.
No.
I always want a Pomeranian. Always. Yeah. Don't. But I think that's why we had so many grubs, was the decaying wood of the stumps.
Maybe so. And the grubs are Japanese beetles, isn't that right?
I don't know. I've never heard that.
It's a beetle. I forget which beetle it is.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Okay. Can't remember, but I think I'm right.
Oh, goodness. Well, it's a good thing it's about time.
Yeah, it is.
Because Gidget's not going to stop acting up.
No, she's not going to stop acting up.
Holly's awake and Arlo's up here, and it's just too much going on for my baby to behave. You hear growling?
Yeah.
Do we want to answer a few questions? Or?
I don't know if we got time. I don't think we're going to be able to, Brooke.
Okay.
Yep.
So, y'all thank Gidget for ending.
And I will say the Rhode Island Reds are doing awesome.
What did you have last night?
2 were out.
2 were out.
Just 2 were out, but they're going in and out a good bit because they were all out yesterday morning, and then you ran to town for a few minutes, and they were all up,
Mhm.
except but a couple. And then when we came back, they were all out.
So they know how to go in and
they're
out.
learning the trailer, the egg mobile. Really are. Cabinets.
Oh.
Cabinets are what, 99%, 98%?
This close.
Pretty much.
Should be finishing up Thursday.
Okay.
And
uh-huh.
And if that happens, maybe I could get an extra video in. Maybe we could have a weekend video.
We can do that. If Thursday comes like we say it will, then we'll have an extra video on your channel.
And it won't be long. It'll just be showing the cabinets are completed if it happens on Thursday.
Yeah.
It will be either Saturday and Sunday.
But pretty much they're done.
Saturday or Sunday on my channel.
Pretty much they're done.
Which is Mrs. Coghill Farm.
Yes. Except on Facebook, it's just one channel. So
just one channel. So
just one channel.
But everything's looking wonderful, and I want to share it with you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to say something else if my dogs will cooperate.
Okay, everybody's chill right this minute.
Oh, what was the video? I don't watch the video, so I don't remember which one it was, but you put the jambalaya in it. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people were wanting to know that jambalaya recipe. Mm-hmm. So I want to tell y'all how easy that recipe was. And I want you to get a pen ready or a pencil ready for the jambalaya recipe. You can always rewind the live. Replay the live. Okay. Right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you can replay the live.
Well, so I don't think I need to be quiet. I mean, slow down is what I mean.
If you want to, if you hand me that, I can put it in the comments.
How?
When it's over with.
Okay.
I think that'd be way easier. That's a lot of.
I didn't realize it was this much, but it was so easy.
Yeah. I'll do that.
I always thought of jambalaya as being something that took 2 or 3 days to make.
Right.
Did you?
Yeah, I guess so. But it wasn't.
It was so easy. I mean, so easy. So if Jason says he can do it.
Yeah, I can put it in the comments.
I don't know how you're going to do that.
Trust me, I can do it.
It was good. And anybody that thinks it's hard, it's misleading because it's so easy.
Yeah.
So
I'll get that in there.
And we thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yep.
The recipe for jambalaya. Okay.
That'll work.
I can tell you're getting antsy, so.
Yeah.
So that means
I got a video I got to edit.
I know, but the dogs are everywhere.
Right.
So until next Tuesday.
Until next Tuesday for the live.
Oh, I got one more thing to say.
Okay. Oh, Holly, she's so clumsy.
Tomorrow's video.
Yeah.
I hope y'all enjoy it as much as I do because it's a mystery.
Yeah.
Kind of. And
it's a mystery.
It's a mystery, and I need y'all's help trying to determine what it is.
Definitely going to need y'all's feedback.
Yep. Because I don't know if I'm ever going to find out what it is without your help. But I need all y'all to watch it.
Yep.
So you can tell us what's going on.
Yep.
It's nothing to do with the holes in the ground either.
No, it's not even farm related.
It's not farm related.
Yeah.
But I'm amazed.
Yeah.
So
we're trying to figure it out
too. And stay tuned for tomorrow's video.
That's right. Y'all be good.